The Western society's approach to migrants from Arab countries. In Western society, there exists a critical breaking point essential to its function. Each individual has a personal breaking point, but within the broader social context, this breaking point stems from misguided perceptions regarding the integration of migrants from Arab countries. Fear and illusion in Western society. Individuals from various backgrounds, whether those who face continuous hardships or those who have grown up in stable conditions, fear the same thing: the societal and cultural decline resulting from unsuccessful integration of Arab migrants. Some see the expulsion of these migrants as a necessary measure, while others, such as progressives and Democrats, believe in the possibility of harmonious coexistence, despite historical evidence suggesting otherwise. Cultural conflict. Believers in the Prophet Muhammad and the Quran adhere to worldviews vastly different from those of Western society. Integrating such migrants into Western society creates a deep cultural conflict. History unequivocally shows that the entry of Ishmaelites into Western societies has led to numerous social, economic, and security issues. The attacks in France, the terror attacks in the United States on September 11th, and the bombings of train stations are prime examples of this. The need for a change in approach. The West must acknowledge the reality that Arab migrants do not fit into Western society. The fear of reality and stating enough is enough the paralyzed people and leads them to believe in illusions. The West must stop buying agenda it has been sold and recognize that Arabs are not and will never be part of the Western ethos. 1. Drastic measures required. The solution does not lie in revolution or war, but in the orderly expulsion of migrants and their return to their home countries. This is a moral imperative necessary for the preservation of Western society. The United Nations, and especially the developed Western countries, must act together to remove Arab migrants and repatriate them. There is no place for migrants in lands that are not theirs. Conclusion. Western society faces a significant moral and cultural challenge. It must confront reality and act accordingly. Only then can it preserve its identity and stability. The illusions and fears must end, and the drastic measures required must be taken to ensure a better future for Western nations. Now, reassessing Western society's approach to migrants from Arab countries. In contemporary Western society, a critical breaking point has emerged due to misguided perceptions regarding the integration of migrants from Arab countries. This breaking point is not just personal, but deeply rooted in broader social contexts. The illusion of coexistence. Individuals from diverse backgrounds, whether enduring continuous hardships or growing up in stable environments, share a common fear: the societal and cultural decline resulting from the unsuccessful integration of Arab migrants. Some advocate for the expulsion of these migrants as a necessary measure, while others, including progressives and Democrats, cling to the belief in harmonious coexistence, despite historical evidence to the contrary. Deep-seated cultural conflicts.
Adherents of the Prophet Muhammad and the Quran possess worldviews fundamentally different from those prevalent in Western society. The attempt to integrate such migrants leads to profound cultural conflicts. History provides clear evidence that the entry of individuals from Arab nations into Western societies has resulted in numerous social, economic, and security issues. The attacks in France, the terror incidents in the United States on September 11th, and various bombings are stark examples.
Confronting reality. The West must face the reality that Arab migrants do not seamlessly integrate into Western society. The reluctance to confront this truth, coupled with the fear of saying enough is enough, paralyzes society and fosters dangerous illusions. Western nations need to reject the false narrative of effortless integration and acknowledge that Arabs do not and will not naturally fit into the Western cultural framework. Necessary measures. The solution lies not in revolution or conflict, but in the orderly expulsion of migrants and their return to their home countries. This action is a moral imperative for the preservation of Western society. It is incumbent upon the United Nations, and especially the developed Western countries, to collaborate in removing Arab migrants and repatriating them. Migrants must return to lands that are rightfully theirs, as there is no place for them in Western territories.
Conclusion. Western society is at a crossroads, facing a profound moral and cultural challenge. It must confront reality and act decisively. Only by addressing these issues head-on can Western nations preserve their identity and stability. The illusions and fears must be dispelled, and the necessary measures must be taken to ensure a secure and prosperous future for all.